whose album was trap music? Who had an album named Trap Music? I'm asking. Well, then that's who started it. It's just as simple as that. Unless there was a time before then that you can recall hearing it. I mean, now since it was introduced to the world, there were people who came on and enforced it and kind of spread the genre out and, you know, gave it wings and life beyond its origin. But if you go back to who truly started it, I must humbly say myself. Hey, what's happening, man? T.I.P. the King, good. Represent Hustle Gang, Bankroll Mafia, letting you know you watching Montreality right here. Well, I was a full-time crack dealer, and I worked part-time jobs here and there when I had to. You know, I spent most of my childhood selling drugs, but, you know, I did try to have jobs when, you know, when it was feasible. But I was selling crack when I was 12, 13 years old, 6th grade. And at 13 years old, there weren't many jobs that you could really attain for yourself. You know, over time, as I went in and out of juvenile and stuff like that, I started to try to straighten myself up and get jobs. I had a job at a car wash. I worked at the airport before. You know, I did a few. I put on roofs. I was a roofer for a minute. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I lose all my re-up money in a dice game. I have to get a job for a couple weeks, get myself back on. You know, I did what it took. Favorite cartoon character of all time? That's a good question. It's hard to say. I'm very fond of Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? I also like the Flintstones. I'm somewhat torn here. I like Heathcliff, Top Cat. I know a bunch of motherfuckers like, who in the fuck are these characters he's talking about? Who the fuck is a Heathcliff? Shit, man, the Boondocks. I love the Boondocks.
I mean, I could see if it was a real nigga. If you lost your hoe to T.I., I'd be like, hey, that's T.I. But Usher, you better check that hoe, Mr. Dubois.
You know what? You guys are right. I'm gonna go back there and put her in check.
Yeah. Man, M is, man, probably one of the most talented, capable, intellectual technicians of wordplay I have ever experienced. Like, he's really meticulous with his approach to how he put his shit together. And I, you know, both times we worked, I had the opportunity of sitting there and watching him, like, actually put this shit together. And, you know, it was just truly of another world, for real. That shit was just on some other shit. And I just, you know, him and 3000, him and Eminem and Andre 3000 are the most meticulous artists I've ever worked with. You know what I mean? They're very critical of themselves, you know what I mean? Times when I feel like, man, that shit dope. They're like, nah, nah, you know what I mean? So those two guys are really up there for me. I mean, you know, to me, Pac was the epitome of someone who came from nothing and took the talents that God gave him, you know, even with minimal resources, minimal outreach. You know, he just started like kind of from his own street corner and worked his way out to wherever he needed to work it out to in order to make it. I think that's the epitome of what hip hop is supposed to, the opportunity hip hop provides and the energy that it inspires.
And since we all came from a woman, got a game from a woman and a name from a woman. I wonder why we take from our women, why we rape our women, do we hate our women? It's time to kill for our women, time to heal our women, be real to our women.
I would say if he was around, by all means, we would know, because he would come to his mom's funeral. So that kind of dispels any rumor for me. I ain't got Pac missing in mama's funeral, even if he did do some wild shit like fake his death. That's just me, though. I mean, man, a true definition of a G, that's a multi-layered answer. I mean, man, anybody being true to themselves and not willing to compromise their morals, principles, or what's best for the greater good of his people is a G. And that could apply in so many instances. Anyone who's willing to make sacrifices and take chances and, demand respect in the process, that's, what I'm saying, like, anything you want to achieve in life is possible as long as you're willing to educate yourself, believe in yourself, follow your dreams continuously, not when you feel it should happen, but continue to follow your dreams until it happens. And if you're willing to do that, if you can make the sacrifices, I'll meet you at the top.
Montreality show.
If I was president, oh man, everybody go to college for free. If I was president, all the food in the grocery stores would be organic. If I was president, oh shit, all these police is motherfucking killing innocent black people for no reason. They'd be doing life in prison. If I was president, fuck that, slaughter their ass, chop their neck off. If I was president, oh shit.